Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back on the YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing some early season ladder using 2.6 HOG cycled, the new best 2.6 deck in the game currently. So you got Firecracker and Tesla in the deck, which are both pretty strong. Tesla especially, I think, is the best building in the game right now. It's kind of in a tie with Mortar, I would say, and this deck I think finished 15th in the world last season by Ian. You have Ice Spirit instead of Electro Spirit, because even though Electro Spirit's better with this type of deck, you don't really want the King Tower to get activated. I know they can activate it off of the Firecracker, but the Firecracker is easy to protect by going in with like Knights or Hogs in front of it, so it's a little bit harder for them to activate the King Tower off of the Firecracker as long as you're pressuring them correctly. Earthquake is so good against buildings to get your Hog to the tower, or you could even just Earthquake cycle. And overall, just a very, just fast cycle deck, and if you play it really well, you can beat almost anything. I mean, Lava is the one that, of course, is like probably the hardest because you don't have many air cards, and if they have arrows for the Firecracker, can be a little difficult, but even that, if you play it perfectly, you have a small chance of outplaying it. So, if you're in the first game, if you guys want to support me, you can use my creator code BOSS. And any Supercell game helps support me, the channel, and I really do appreciate all you guys do use my code. It means a lot. So I'm actually, this is an early upload, like those of you watching this, it's gonna be earlier than I normally upload. I actually just woke up, that's why my hair is a little bit messed up, because I'm playing the CRL bracket, and I knew I wouldn't have time. By the way, 951st, I knew I wouldn't have time to upload later because the CRL bracket takes like 6 hours long, sometimes even 7 hours, and I knew I'd be too tired to record a video after that, so I'm doing it before that starts. Then I do my best to get top 8 in the bracket and play tomorrow in the finals. But anyway, let's go and search for the first game. Alright, here we go. Found first game. I guess I'll let out the search times because even though we're not like insanely high up, I think there's like less people playing early season, so it took like a little while to find that game. So we can always cycle like skeletons, Firecracker, pretty much anything in this deck you can cycle first play because it has such a fast cycle. The only thing I would not recommend cycling is probably Knight, and that's just because you might need that on defense. So that's like the one thing I'd say, but pretty much everything else you can cycle, even Earthquake. And right here we're gonna get some pretty solid Earthquake value there. Can log all this, and he is going to have arrows. Hopefully he doesn't have zap too. And I don't even think the P.E.K.K.A. would have gotten a hit, but I needed to play the Knight anyway for the Fisherman. So all good. We're down a little bit of Elixir, but we do have the Tesla if he decides to pressure us with anything. I don't know what his win condition is yet. We do see a Battle Ram, so maybe that's his win condition. I don't know. Maybe he's got something else, because Battle Ram isn't really, but then again, P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam, Battle Ram is kind of the win condition, I guess you could say. So, see what we can do here. I'm not going to hog this time. I want to get him to arrow my Firecracker and then cycle back to another one. And I would, rather focus on defense. I'm going to do my best to try to, like, protect this Firecracker. I think we should be able to do that with this Earthquake. Yeah, we do. So he's gonna have to arrow this, but then if he does, we can get another one down because our cycle's so quick. We can go for skeletons. And then I think I need to log this. Maybe I didn't, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Like, he of course had the P.E.K.K.A. still alive, even though the Dark Prince would have died. So let's pressure here because we just defended really nicely. We have a good opportunity to pressure here. Fisherman will activate the King Tower, but we do get a Hog hit, so I would say, we're still fine there. Maybe we'll set up a Tesla now. I think, like, pre-placing a Tesla is okay in this matchup because it overall gets a lot of value versus a good amount of his cards. So we'll just go for a log here. I don't know if we get the Ice Spirit done in time. Now we don't, but it doesn't even really matter because the Dark Prince didn't even hit the Tesla anyway. We'll go for an Earthquake. Ooh, bad Fisherman. Hog should be getting 2 hits on the tower because he played it and it actually ended up... Alright, let's go 2 Teslas down. We're going to have to kind of ignore the E-Wiz just for the time being, because we have to defend the left lane. I think that's way more important. We're perfectly fine here. I might even be willing to let that Dark Prince connect. We have the King activated, which is going to help us a lot on defense. I'm pretty confident that, yeah, we'll be fine here. We just have to make sure we're playing smart. Fisherman does go in the opposite lane, which is perfect for us. And I'm going to try to... Nice, we do protect that firecracker. And we're able to cycle back to another one. We're going to log this magic archer away because it's really annoying. We're going to go for an ice spirit like that. Hopefully, ooh, it's not able to clip what I wanted. It jumped on the wrong thing. The Tesla does come down in time. This is kind of close, I'm not going to lie. But I think we should be fine here. Honestly, if this guy didn't have arrows, I think this would be very, very easy. It's the arrows that kind of make it... Like, really, anything that has arrows, you have to play pretty well against because they have a direct answer to your firecracker. But our cycle is so quick. If they do something like P.E.K.K.A. in the back, you can honestly just cycle 3 Earthquakes so easily, like you just saw me do. And there's, like, nothing he can do about it. I don't think that P.E.K.K.A. in the back was a very good play because you just saw we were able to cycle 3 Earthquakes on his tower. And he didn't even have enough time because our cycle's 2.6, so you can always cycle 3 Earthquakes. Kind of like how when you played 2.6, you could cycle 3 Fireballs pretty easily. It's even easier with the Earthquake because Earthquake's only 3 elixirs. So there we go. That's going to move us up into the top 800. I guess we can claim these rewards real quick and then go ahead and search for the next game. So I'm already maxed, but, you know. All right, here we go. All right, we found our next game. We actually found it right away. We reversed Junior. BR. So, he's gonna go, oh my gosh, that's unlucky. So we actually don't have our Tesla in cycle. Like, nothing we could do about that. But at least the Hog only gets 1 hit because we had a pretty nice well-timed log there. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't end up hurting us. Like, if we lose this game by 1 Hog hit just because we didn't have the Tesla in cycle, that would be unfortunate, but we'll see. So he's gonna have a pretty similar deck, it looks like, in... We're actually going to get more damage than he got, so we're looking good here. Might try to activate... let's actually... Good bats on his end. He knew I wanted to go for a high Tesla. We're going to get the King Tower activated here. King Tower is activated. We got the damage lead. We're looking very good at this point, and that Knight got a hit as well. So, perfect start to this game. Even though I thought it was bad because we didn't have Tesla in cycle for the Hog, we ended up pretty much instantly coming back, and now we're in the better position. I'm going to go ahead and send in a Hog. He hasn't shown us what his Hog counter is. It might be E-Barbs, might be Mini P.E.K.K.A. It looks like it is going to be the E-Barbs. I knew it was most likely going to be one or the other. So let's just go ahead and do this. We're going to go for a Tesla. We got the King activated. So I played the Tesla a little lower to ensure that the King Tower hits it. And I didn't want to play it too high because he probably would have protected his Hog with bats, so that's why I played it pretty low. No E-Barbs were in cycle, so he's forced to go for that, and not good for him because we end up getting 2 Hog hits, just kind of widening our lead. And yeah, I would say we're looking pretty good here. Unless I make some major mistakes, I think it's pretty safe to say we should be able to win this game. I am going to cycle my Firecracker in the left lane just to kind of help out on defense. I'm going to go for a low Tesla like this, so then this way it hits the Hog and not the Ice Golem, because if I played it over there, the Ice Golem would have, of course, distracted it. Very aggressive Firecracker, so we're actually going to go ahead and play a Hog. We may end up going in for... No, I don't think we should Earthquake, because the Hog doesn't even get a hit anyway, and I don't think slowing down the E-Barbs would have gotten it a hit, so... We're going to go for a Tesla, guess kind of more towards the middle this time. We are now going to send in a Hog, because he didn't have E-Barbs in cycle, and we should be able to get... Wow, if we get a 3rd hit, that's just, wow, okay. 3 hits, so that's great for us. We pretty much just need to get, let's go for a high Tesla. Even though the bats are distracting it, I think we're fine. As long as his Hog doesn't get a hit, we win this game, because we're 1 Earthquake away. Let's just play the Tesla kind of lower, just to make sure the Hog doesn't get to the tower, and that should be a good game. So very nice win there versus a very, very similar matchup. The only difference is I think we had Knight instead of his E-Barbs, and then he had, I think, Bats instead of Skeletons maybe, and then he had something instead of the Tesla. Let's take a look, I'm not entirely sure. So he had Ice Golem, yeah, so pretty similar deck, but we managed to win against it because I think we were able to outcycle him a little bit easier, outcycle his E-Barbs. So there we go, about top 600 now. Let's go and search for the next one. Alright, here we go. Found our game pretty quickly versus Rambo. So we give this guy the good luck. I don't really like starting with Hog first play of the game. I think it's better and safer to just cycle like Skeletons and stuff like that. Same with Firecracker, just because if you go Hog first play and they have a Tornado, it's kind of annoying having that happen like very early on. But if you have something that support the Hog, like a Firecracker, it's less likely there. You see, like, he couldn't even go for the King activation. So that's exactly what I was talking about. Even though Tesla would be able to take out the minion horde easily, I'd much rather go for a Knight and an Ice Spirit here, and that's just because I don't know what his win condition is. Like, if this guy has like a Hog or a Balloon, I'm gonna be very, like, grateful that I saved my Tesla, because otherwise I kind of would be kind of screwed in my next defense if I used it and then he had a win condition where I would need the Tesla in hand. So he actually has a Hog. I'm fine with that. Looks like he's got a more expensive cycle than we do. So, kind of like the last game, if we play it well, maybe we'll be fine. He does have the Tornado, though. That's really going to help him out. Yeah, he doesn't mess up the placement. He got it, so no hits on the tower. I'm going to go ahead and cycle an Earthquake. This is something you can do if your opponent has Tornado. It's kind of what gives you a chance of winning against like Tornado decks, because Earthquake does 255 damage, which is quite a lot for 3 Elixir. So you often end up cycling Earthquakes. I don't know how I feel about that push on his end. That felt a little bit, I don't know, just aggressive, but honestly, with how broken the E-Barbs are, and also because I didn't know he had Freeze, that worked. And I remember my last video, I lost to Freeze decks a couple times. Because honestly, if you don't know that if they have Freeze, it's, yeah, like, especially the first one, it's kind of not much you can do, you know? We're going to cycle Hog in this lane. I think we should go for an Earthquake on top of this. He's just going to Tornado. Yeah, this is definitely going to be, I think, a little bit difficult. We'll cycle Firecracker. I think we should just focus on defense for now. Probably go for high Teslas. And just, you know, I think the way we have to win this is by just cycling Earthquakes. Ooh, not a good freeze. I'm going to Earthquake. And I am in a Hog now, just because we do have that Firecracker helping out. E-Barbs do get played. I don't think that was the best defense. He committed so much Elixir. Let's just try to play our Tesla like this. And it looks like we're going to be completely fine on defense here. We can actually send in another Hog because he just used his Tornado. And he's going to freeze and go for a Goblin Gang. So we're actually coming back. I mean, like I said, if we are just able to cycle Logs and Earthquakes on his tower, we have a very good chance of coming back. So we'll just go for a Knight, we'll go for a Firecracker, and then we'll see what he wants to do. I'm probably going to go for a Hog, just to kind of like, oh wow, he messed up the Tornado. Yikes, see, this guy's making quite a lot of mistakes, if I'm being honest, so I think we have a very good chance of coming back. I'm going to Hog again, because we have the Firecracker down. He isn't going to go E-Barbs, but the Firecracker will still get a shot, even though we don't get damage from the Hog. And another bad freeze. Mistakes, mistakes, mistakes over and over coming out from this guy, definitely allowing us to potentially make a comeback. Because when your opponent makes mistakes like that, that's just, you know, really helpful for you. We're also playing it very well too, which is helpful. He is going to go for a Hog and a Minion Horde. He probably would have been better off playing that Minion Horde in the in the middle to distract the Tesla. Hog ends up getting a connection. It gets a second shot just like that. We come back and win this game. Lots of mistakes coming out from this guy, and honestly, I think after I knew he had the freeze, we were just able to like play, you know, how we needed to. We played well. He also made some mistakes, and with those two things combined, we were able to come back and win. And honestly, it wasn't even a horrible start. He just got some lucky damage at the beginning because I didn't know he had the freeze. That's kind of all it was. But so there we go. Very nice win there, putting us 422nd. Let's try to keep climbing up. Should be able to get to at least 6,200 for sure. That's one game away if we win it. So yeah, hopefully we can reverse second to none. So guess we'll just like wait a second, see if he wants to do anything. If not, I'm gonna cycle my Ice Spirit, and then I'd actually rather cycle my Earthquake here. I think Earthquake is very safe to cycle because even if they have a building, you can just cycle back to another one so quickly because your cycle is 2.6, so it's not that hard. He is gonna have arrows. That's not a great sign, but if you guys remember the first game, we were still able to beat a deck that had arrows. It's all about outcycling. He's going to have E-Barbs. E-Barbs everywhere. I would say this is one of the best decks without E-Barbs, because clearly we've been versing them every game, and we've been, so far, being able to beat them. I'm not going to lie, that wasn't a very good Ice Spirit. It distracted, but it didn't actually freeze. So no arrows in cycle here. So yeah, very aggressive Mega Knight there. I think he might have been trying to catch me off guard or something, I don't know. Bad log doesn't hit the firecracker. We're going to pressure here. Mega Knight's out of hand. He's going to have to go, I was going to say E-Barbs, but he's got an Inferno. So that's a good sign for us. With him having the Inferno, our Earthquake's going to get some very, very good value, obviously. So we already have a huge damage lead. He's up Elixir, though, so we got to watch out for that. I guarantee he's up to Elixir at least, yeah. So we're going to go for an Ice Spirit, and we managed to, that was actually perfect. We managed to pretty much hit all of the bats except one. It would have been hard to hit all the bats in the RG, so missing one, I'm perfectly fine with that. Like, I don't mind too much. We're going to cycle Firecracker. Purpose of this is to cycle back to another quickly. We know he's got arrows, but we want him to... Alright, let's see. We're going to go for a Tesla. We're going to go for a Knight. That gets pulled over, so the Firecracker's helping out. He goes for the arrows, but unfortunately for him, we have another Firecracker now. He's going to split the E-Barbs. Very, very interesting. We're going to go for a Hog. Alright, so Mega Knight does come down. Okay. Very, very nice defense, actually. This is, I think, not... We're kind of in an awkward situation. Did he just miss the arrows? Yo! The E-Barbs are kind of broken, as you guys know. And GG, that's a tough matchup, for sure. I know, like, you know, I may have not played it perfectly, but that's for sure a very tough matchup, because he has, I'll explain why. Like, I'm not just saying that just because I lost. He has arrows for my Firecracker. He can go bats, to, like, on top of the Tesla that I play in the middle to distract. And he's got Mega Knight and E-Barbs, which are both really good against the Hog. Yeah, I made a couple very, very small mistakes, like on defense, for sure. Not going to deny that, but that's pretty tough, I would say. Very weird deck, too. The Inferno wasn't the problem, because we had Earthquake for that, but just the arrows, the bats, Mega Knight and E-Barbs, definitely tough for us to defend. Like, as you saw at the end, like, I kind of just got overwhelmed. But, you know, like, I didn't play it perfectly, so we'll say there's still, like, room for improvement. Like, I could have, you know, there are a couple very, very small interactions, like, that could have been better. But anyway, this will be the last game, so hopefully we can find it here. I'll just, I guess, edit out the time, because it took a while to find the first game, too. Alright, here we go. Maybe not. I don't know if I really want to edit out the search times. I don't think any of them were that long. And it'll take time to, like, render and all that, and I kind of want to get the video out ASAP before CRL starts, so I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. Just will go for a Knight. So he's got Fireball and Knight. Ooh, this should be a good matchup for us because he's using Log Bait, and we have Log and a Quick Cycle, so he shouldn't be able to outcycle our Log. We also have Tesla for the Skeleton Barrel, so another good thing going for us here. The only thing, though, is he does have Fireball. If he had Rocket, that for sure would be better for us, because Rocket literally would get no value whatsoever for him in this type of matchup. But I think even with him having Fireball, we should still be fine. I'm going to go Hog here. It is going to jump over the Log, which is great, and he does have a Inferno. I'm not going to... I didn't want to Earthquake it right away and be too aggressive, but I am going to... That was a pretty... Honestly, though, that's an even trade, because he just spent 6 Elixir and we had to spend 6, so that actually wasn't a bad play, even though it was aggressive. So yeah, we just got to watch out for that. He's probably going to go in for lots of, like, jukes throughout this game, trying to, like, you know, get us to, like, mess up our logs and stuff like that. Let's just go for a Hog here. He might go... okay, he goes Fireball. Hog manages to get a hit still. Let's just go for an Ice Spirit on top. Oh, no, we can't. Oh, that... wrong card selected. Yikes. Like, I was almost confident I had the Log selected. Apparently not, though. No death damage. Alright, we're fine, we're fine. Let's just relax. We're in double Elixir, so it's going to be harder for him to outcycle us like he did. We just got to relax a little bit. We are going to send in a Hog here, though, because his Inferno just expired. He doesn't have that back and cycle yet. We're going to go for an Earthquake here. He's going to try to defend using Skeletons, but we were able to get a very valuable Earthquake there, so it did not work well at all for him. If I had Skeletons in hand, I would have gone for the King activation, but I didn't. Let's just go for an Earthquake. And that was a good Skeleton Barrel, because I have to overspend on it, but at least we don't take the damage. We are going to end up having Log and Cycle if he goes in for a Goblin Barrel now, which he does. We're not going to Earthquake yet. I don't want to be down an Elixir. I don't even think we need it anyway. Actually, we are going to take it because we have to cycle something anyway. Since we're almost at 10 Elixir, we might as well get the little bit of value we can get. We're just going to go for a Tesla again. Very, very interesting that he does decide to go for the Dark Goblin. I'm actually going to try to save my Log here and just go for Skeletons on the one in the back, just so that way we can have a little bit of Elixir. We're going to Earthquake the Dark Goblin over the Inferno. And then let's just... Do we even need to do anything else for that? Yeah, we don't. Tesla's already taking care of that. So we're going to... Ooh. So we're going to have to for sure go for the defensive earthquake. I'm not even paying attention to the hog. I don't know what's going on offense. I was just... Oh, GG, we won. So, yeah, as I said, that game I definitely have a hard counter. Even though we made that mistake at the beginning with the Tesla, we were still able to win. Kind of like this game, right? Like, he made, like, a mistake. He missed arrows, I think, made a couple others. He was still able to win. This game, you know, we were still able to win even though we made a couple mistakes because we just have, you know, a hard counter. So, pretty solid video. We won 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 2, 3, 4. So, we won 4 games, only lost 1. Not bad at all. I think this is a very, very good hog deck. Best hog deck in the meta right now, in my opinion. I don't know if I'm going to edit out the search time. If I don't, I hope you guys understand, because I really want to get this video uploaded before CRL starts in about an hour. So I'll see if I have time. I'll see. If not, the search time wasn't too bad in between games. But I just hope you guys understand, like, when I don't edit out the search time, it's not because I'm lazy. It's because I want to get the video out as soon as possible. Because when I record a video, I usually get it out the same day. Often it's a couple hours after I record it. But anyway, that's gonna be it for the video. Make sure to like it if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And thanks again. Until next time, guys.